Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and this is going to be my General Hospital weekend review. I'm actually going to give you 2 weeks. I think many of you know I took like a month off from General Hospital. I got a month behind. Hulu has 2 weeks. So I decided, even though I have 40 episodes of General Hospital on my DVR, I'm not watching 40 episodes. But I did go back and watch the last 2 weeks of episodes for General Hospital. So I'm going to do 2 videos for the week of the 19th to the 23rd, and then the week of the 26th to the 30th, because as promised you last week, I know a lot of you wanted me to start watching General Hospital again. I said I would do it before May sweep start, and I did it. So I'm all caught up, and I do the soap spoilers. So even though I wasn't watching, I knew exactly what was going on. So I actually finally did, and it's going to be the first of 2 videos about General Hospital weekend review. So this is the first part 1 of 2. I'm doing them both back to back. So once you see this video, go ahead and watch the other one. And please like, comment, subscribe, and check out our membership where you get exclusive weekend advance videos. Another video I got to do today is the General Hospital spoilers for the week of the May 10th. So if you're a member, you should be getting those today, which is Sunday. So now let's move on. General Hospital for the week of the 19th to the 23rd. Sasha and Brando. They're as boring as Willow and Michael. They have no fire, spark, nothing. It's like they put the 2 people they didn't know what to do with together and push them off in the storyline. I know from the May sweep spoilers that Cyrus is going to find out from Brando's mother, Gladys, that they're hooking up, and so Cyrus is going to get jealous, and that's going to put them in danger. But yeah, I was surprised how boring Sasha and Brando was. Hell, I prefer Brando with Molly. But anyway, and I prefer Sasha with Michael. Anna telling Jason she will eliminate Peter if she has to on the phone. One of the things I noticed is all throughout the week, for the next 2 weeks, General Hospital, they go to the jail and they talk on those little red phones, and they just say the whole plot on the phone. Don't the writers of General Hospital know those calls are recorded? Even if you're on a payphone at a jail, the calls are still recorded. When you're talking those little red phones to someone, the call is recorded. Inmates don't get privacy. So I thought it was really stupid of Anna, a former super spy, not knowing that she can't say that she's going to get rid of Peter on the phone. This being recorded. And I do feel like there's going to be a Peter murder mystery coming up. So Alexis realizing Nicholas is working for Cyrus to protect her. Nicholas not realizing that he's going to be under Cyrus' control. I was really disappointed that Nicholas didn't really see the big picture. I know he wanted to protect Alexis, but once again, it's like General Hospital does not know how to write them off. Period. So Sonny has a whole freaking organization. Even if Sonny is gone, Jason or Carly were both still running it, so when Jason was out, he was giving orders, whatever, Carly was giving orders, but all of the people they were paying, like protection and stuff in jail, they still got the money. The people aren't doing it because Sonny says so. They're doing it because Sonny's paying them. Period. And they're scared of it. But who's not scared of his hitman Jason? So whereas Jason, was like, hey, I ain't got the same protection. Why don't you have the same protection in jail that you would have if Sonny was alive? It makes no sense. It makes no sense that Sean wouldn't have Sonny's protection, Sonny's organization's protection. All that stuff was already in place. Only thing they need to keep it going is the money. And they got the money. So what's the problem? This show has never known how to write a mob story. Period. Um, you see, Ava supporting Nicholas even though she knew he was wrong. I thought that was definitely a good portrayal for Ava. That she stuck by Nicholas no matter what, and it really shows how strong they are as a couple. That she was willing to go down with the shit with him if need be. Cameron and Joss arguing over whether Jason's guilty, and still she has not found out about Dev messing with the diary. And I'm like, good Lord, these kids are about to go to college for real in real life. Trina just got accepted into, I think it's LACU or something like that, UCLA. So, yeah, then they've all been accepted into different colleges. So I'm like, can we get this storyline speeded up a little bit? We see Carly and Jason talking without using words. I thought that was good. That reminds me of the old Carly and Jason I used to love and wanted to get together. Peter blackmailing Anna because he's poisoned Chase. Finn not knowing what to do. She should have told him right away, to be honest with you. Keeping secrets is the reason why they aren't together. Jax is chasing Nina. Is it romantic or stalking? This is 2021. Before, I guess, 2019 or 2018, a man chasing a woman to the ends of the earth, even though she's telling him she's not interested, she doesn't want him, leave me alone, used to be considered romantic. But now, we live in an age where consent has become so important that it's no longer romantic for a man to chase a woman down no matter what. That's why it was so uncomfortable for me on watching Young and the Restless with Faith and Neil's son. The way Neil's son just came out the gate and was just like, oh, I see this pretty girl in the hospital and I'm gonna be all over her. And Faith hasn't really been receptive. A little bit now. But when she first met him, she was looking at him like, I don't know you. And that's how I felt about General Hospital with Jax chasing Nina. Nina said, leave me alone. You lied to me. I don't want anything to do with you. This is supposed to be enough for a man to be man enough to go, okay, I get your point. I'm going to leave you alone. But if you change your mind, I'm here for you. That's how you're supposed to handle it in 2021. This isn't like a romantic movie from the 90s where, the guy's going to stand out your house, busting your windows out, trying to throw rocks at it, and, holding up a speaker and whatnot. You just kind of let it go. It's okay for someone to tell you no, because there's like 1 billion people on this planet. Let's go to the next one. Peter Blackman, Jax Jason. Sean brought in so that Jason could escape. Jason stabbed and so that he can go to GH. There were a lot of people online that seemed shocked that Sean was still in jail. They heard he was coming back to the show. I'm like, where else would he be? They got like 2 jail storylines going on at the same time. Of course Sean is going to still be in jail. But the General Hospital Mace B. Spooler said that he's going to fight to get out of jail by proving his innocence. So since he is on contract, he will eventually prove his innocence and get out of jail. But, you just got to be patient. Fins go off on Ava, and I put my note says, was it worth the hype? Because there were so many people saying in the comment section on my Facebook group, which you can find in the description box, as well as on my Twitter, which is also in the description box, that, this was such a good thing. They love seeing him go off on Anna, and I was like, not really. That was a lot that I really didn't feel like deserved the hype. Who else to put? Cyrus' new drug hits the streets, and now that he has his mother, because I guess I missed it in my notes. Carly had a standoff with Nicholas where her and Laura were trying to convince him to leave the mother alone, but Nicholas' men arrived and he was like, get into the panic room and go get him. His man's like, there might be some casualties, so Carly had to put on big girl panties and say, look, let her go. And this let Cyrus now be fully unleashed. And now his drugs are in the streets and killing people. Molly says that she's going to be assistant ADA and she wants to be a DA, and she did not consult her kind of sort of not husband, TJ, who didn't seem too happy with her wanting to eventually be the DA. So once again, TJ and Molly to me aren't really a good couple. There's a lack of communication, and she clearly doesn't want any labels or anything. Like, he wanted to get married, and she just was like, let's have a commitment ceremony or something to that effect. It's not marriage, it's just close to it. So that means you probably could have got married. You know what I'm saying? If he was on board with it, then that's one thing. But Molly is just annoying. Even though I do like her with Brando. They finally gave her something to do on the show. And something messy, because Molly was way too squeaky clean brat. Now, did they put this other note? Why wasn't Britt in her office accessing the files rather than being out in the open where she got caught by Cyrus? We know that she can access the files from her room because that's what Peter did when he asked her to leave her computer alone so that he can look at it. She could have been behind her desk accessing them files. They could have just had a scene where somebody called Cyrus and say, hey, these files got accessed, and it was by Britt Westbourne. What should we do? That's how the scene should have went, not him walking up behind her and seeing what she was doing and then denies her access. So they keep saying Alexis in jail because she pled guilty, and this is clearly them telling the audience that this is her out, that she'll have an appeal that'll get her out of jail. So when Nancy Lee Grahn said on Twitter, people were saying, oh no, Alexis is going to jail. She's like, no, this is soap jail. This ain't like Alexis is going to be gone forever. See, she's still on screen. So Jax is just a wimp. He got shot in the shoulder and he passed out and was out of it and groggy and saw Sonny and wasn't quite sure what was going on. And I was like, I was a paramedic for a long time. I've seen people get shot in the arm and shoulder and stuff. They ain't pass out. Just saying. But on a soap opera, most of the time when somebody is shot, they always pass out. It's just one of those soap opera things. Curtis Club is being called to Savoy, and Laura's talking to Curtis as usual, and not her husband. Laura has lots of conversations and moments with other people that should be with her husband. Just saying. He's a psychiatrist, so he should be a good person to talk to. But they never give him screen time. Unless, Ryan needs to come up soon. TJ and Molly talk about Alexis getting 3 years and Sean getting 10. And they have a minor talk on race. As TJ lets her know she's naive about, how she's going to become a DA and fix the system. So that was like a really quick conversation, like, super fast. When that should have been like a whole episode, like throughout the episode, them having a real life conversation. Maybe bring some other stuff into it. Some other characters into it. We had Carly and Britt arguing over Jason, and Jack seeing Sunny, and that was the week of April 19th to the 23rd. Let me know what you thought about these things that happened throughout that week as I move on and do my next video on General Hospital for the week of April 26th to 30th in review. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm also doing the spoilers today for the soap, so I'll be doing the spoilers for today for the week of the 3rd for the regular channel and the week of the 10th for the members. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate you.